So we are starting our or continuing our discussion of Power BI further. So in previous chapters we studied about different type of bar charts. Okay. The data set that we have connected today is sample superstore data set. We have studied this data set where we have information of different orders, like we have the order ID, order date, shipping mode. So we knew that there was some date fields, there was some uh, categorical fields along with some numerical fields like sales, quantity, discount, profit, etc. And here we have different type of product names and so on. So what we have to do today is all of us discussed bar graphs, different type of bar graphs, and this is just an example of that. Like this is a stacked bar graph. In a stacked bar graph you can show one category. For example, you can put a category on y-axis like technology, furniture, etc. On x-axis you can put a number like total sale, total profit, or something else. And then these colors that you are seeing, so all of us, you can take a note that legend, when we talk about legend, it somehow represents different type of colors. In legend we put different type of categorical fields like region. There are 4 regions, right? Central, east, south and west in this data set. So you can see that central, east, south and west as a color. So whenever we are preparing this type of graphs and we have to deal with 2 categories, so today's discussion is around that first of all. So we are dealing with graphs. So if we have 2 categories, what can be these 2 categories in this sample superstore? One can be a, a product category, a product main category, okay, and second can be region. So first of all, this is my question to all of you. Do you understand when I am saying if we have 2 categories in the data set? Like if we have to visualize the data in these 2 categories,
Yes, sir.
right? And then if we have one number, this can be anything. It can be sales or profit or number of orders or number of customers. So we are going to see all of these things like how to do this, right? But we'll start with sales. So sales or profit are directly given, and we will also do something with number of orders and number of customers. Okay, how to find that? Like how many numbers of orders are there and how many number of customers are there. So if we have 2 categories and if we have one number, either of them, then how to prepare a graph or what kind of chart can we use? So for these type of visualizations, we can use a bar graph that we already discussed. So in bar graph, this is stacked, this is clustered, this is clustered. In clustered, suppose you have 2 categories. One category is on the x-axis and one category is as a legend. So you can see it will create 4 clusters for you. That means 4 parallel bar graphs for you, right? So this is also showing the same thing. We have 2 categories. One is product category, one is region, and one is sales. This is one graph, and this is something that we have discussed. Today we are going to understand what does a ribbon chart do. Okay, So our first topic of discussion is a ribbon chart. And what is the basic difference between a ribbon chart and a bar graph? Like what is the need of this, right? What is the need of this ribbon chart? So first of all, we'll create a ribbon chart and it shows data like this. Okay. In ribbon chart also you can see x-axis, y-axis, legend. In a bar chart also you see x-axis, y-axis, legend. So here they both have same number of fields. So let's say we put x-axis, so we have category here. So we put one category on x-axis, or let's say we put a subcategory on x-axis. So our products have multiple subcategories, right? 9 or 10 subcategories are there. So we have put a subcategory on x-axis. Chadar, simple thing, you click on our chart. Okay, you can note down also. Click on ribbon chart. When ribbon chart will appear in x-axis, you can drag a categorical field, and in y-axis you can drag just like this. So you select this and drag it in the y-axis. Okay, so now it will show you data like this. What is this showing? That for phones we have highest sum of sales, and for fasteners we have lowest sum of sales. But in legend, if we will drag region, okay, so then comes the use of ribbon chart. So what is this showing?
All the categories in just one bar. Now it is actually explaining the contribution of each category.
Yeah, so this particular chart, because we have two categories, unlike bar chart, like bar chart was just showing numbers, right? This chart is actually showing the rank of each region for each subcategory in terms of sales. I am writing this once again, and all of you can ask if you have a doubt. This chart is showing total sales based rank of each category in each region in subcategories or distinct subcategories. That means in if we consider phones, okay, so in case of phones, highest sales are in east region, then second is in west region, then in central, and then in south. But the rank of west region here is second. Do you guys agree that?
Yes, sir.
Right, rank of sales for west region is second, because west region is this purple one. But this west region is not second in all subcategories. It is not second in all subcategories. For chairs, it has highest sales in west region, or we have highest sales. So rank of chairs in west region is more, right? Then again in storage, it is again second. Then tables, it is first. Then binders, it is second. For machines, say this west region is third, first, second, 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 first, 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 and so on. So we can see in most of them it is either first or second. Okay. South region has lower sales in this data, but for phones it is lower, for chairs it is lower for storage, but for tables it is second highest, right? For machines it is second highest. So this is what this ribbon chart shows. It is showing us that for each subcategory what is the rank of each region in different bars. They are bars, right? But unlike a bar chart, here we are getting to know about their ranks also. So we can take another example. Let's say this time we again go with a ribbon chart, and in x-axis we will drag primary category of the product, and on y-axis we will drag profit, and so it is showing us that overall technology has the highest sales, office supplies second, and lowest amount of actual profit. So lowest amount of profit is in furniture. But as a legend, if we drag, let's say, segment, so we want to see whether office, home office, or corporate. So whether home office or corporate, who has better rank in each category. So we will just add it here. And here you can see for technology and office supplies, consumer segment tops. But for furniture, we have more sales in corporate segment, okay, or more profit in corporate segment. So this will, don't you think this will give company an idea of not just overall sales, not just overall profit, but it will also give idea of cross tabulation of category wise sales and profit also. Like, what is your opinion on this as a analyst? Isn't it more meaningful than a bar graph if you have two categories? What is your take on this? Like, anything, you can say anything. Do you think it
I haven't used this ribbon graph much, but now looking at this today, I think it's more meaningful. It's more meaningful,
it's more meaningful, right? Particularly when you have
especially
two categories. Yeah. When you have multiple categories, it's more meaningful. And in the type of business that you have, like, obviously we are not going to discuss that, but in those type of business you will be having different type of audience segments, right? You will be having different type of categories. So then on the you can see profit, sales, number of requests, etc., etc., whatever you have, right, on the basis of these simple categories. So this is important. So this is what a ribbon chart does. So this was the first session. What is the usage of a ribbon chart? Okay.